everyone. It is Jen and Andy. We are here with the Big Stuff Podcast. It is the official lighting of the Big Blue Bug, and I want to welcome our guest right now, official lighter of this year, 33rd annual Big Bug lighting, Mr. Jeffrey Osbourne. Hi, Jeffrey.
I am great. I'm glad to be here on the podcast, the Big Stuff Podcast. Some big stuff to talk about here.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah, you're one of them, by the way. Yeah.
So we were just talking a little off air that you grew up and lived part of your life here in Rhode Island.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Rhode Island. I left here in 1970, so I've been living in L.A. since then. But that's where the music industry was kind of set up. It was either there or New York, and I met this group called LTD coming through here, and they put all these big things in my head about they were going to be big stars and we're going to travel from here to L.A. And I said, okay, so what have I got to lose? I took a shot, and so I went to L.A., and I've been there ever since. But I'm back here every year, 4 or 5 times a year at least, yeah.
When the bug was first erected in 1980, were you tempted to come back just because of the bug being erected?
No, I was a little afraid of that bug in 1980.
No longer, though, right?
No longer. No.
He's everybody's friend.
Yeah.
That bug is everybody's friend. A lot of people need that bug. I can tell you that.
Now, the bug's official name, is
Nibbles. Yeah, I know Nibbles.
So
you
have to know that if you are from Rhode Island.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm aware of the I see Nibbles walking around here too.
We interviewed Nibbles. Nibbles didn't have much to say, though.
Really? What, could you hear him?
No.
Oh, you couldn't.
That's okay.
All right.
He's busy eating wood.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
That's what we do.
So, Jeffrey, when did you know you wanted to do music?
Well, I started singing at the age of 13 in nightclubs. So I kind of knew then. And then at 15 years old, I got a chance to play drums with the OJs.
Wow.
They were playing in a nightclub here called P.O.'s Lounge. And I went to see them one night, and the drummer was on some kind of drugs. He was falling asleep halfway through the show, and I asked them if they needed a drummer. They said, yeah, could you help us find one? I said, well, I am. They said, no, kid, you too young. I said, no. So I said, I'll bring some drummers up, and if you let me audition. And I ended up getting the job. So that's when I knew. When I was able to play with a big-time professional group, that's what motivated me and let me know that, I need to pursue this a little bit.
So you were 13 and you were in a bar. How did that happen?
Oh, well, I was chaperoned by my mother,
yeah.
Right? And that was that. At 13, I was performing in New London, Connecticut, at a place called the Ebony Lounge. Okay. And so I used to go up on Saturdays, and I made $10 a night. Woo! That was a lot of money.
That was.
When I was 13, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I was like, I thought I was doing, big things, big stuff.
I like how he works that in there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, so, I knew then that's what I wanted to do. And then I started playing drums when I was about 14. I had my own local group, and we played all over Providence, all the clubs, nightclubs. And, so I met LTD coming through here, and I happened to sit in one night, and they had a drummer. Their drummer had gotten taken to jail for smoking weed in 1969. That was
That's legal now.
That was a major offense then.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I walked in the club owner and said, "Can you help us out?" I said, "Well, I don't know their music." He said, "They're playing all top 40." I said, "Oh, I know all that because I used to work at this record store on North Main Street called Carl's Diggins House of Jazz." That was the record store, so I knew every song that was out. So I was like, "Okay." So I sat in, played, and sang a couple songs with them. And next day they asked me to join the group.
Wow.
Fantastic.
It's so cool talking to you about this musical history.
As a drummer, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever had termites?
No, I should have, because here's what I used to do back in the day. People used to come see me in the clubs because I used to chew gum, sing, and play drums at the same time.
Whoa.
And then the gum would run out of its flavor, and I would put it under my drum set. So I had all this gum stuck under my so I should have had some kind of termites.
Yeah,
there.
no kidding.
So if you had termites, what company would you call?
I don't know. I guess I'd be calling, hey,
Big Blue Bug
Big Blue
Solutions.
Bug, right? I wish they were
That's
around
the
when I
right.
was a kid.
That's the right answer.
But yeah, see, they weren't around when I was a kid. And
Right.
Lord knows I needed them back then.
Well, we are
true.
so happy to be able to spend some time with you and be able to watch you light it up. You know what you're doing out there, right, Jeffrey?
Yeah, I'm pulling the lever.
Yeah.
I'm lighting it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're lighting it up right
I'm
now,
right
too.
now.
I'll tell you right now.
I'm bugging out right now.
You have the bet. Yeah, you're
Yes.
bugging out. I get it. I can appreciate the pun, Jeffrey. I can appreciate. Yeah. Take that, Jeffrey. Yeah. Well, Jeffrey Osbourne, thank you so much for being so, gracious and taking some time.
Thank you. I appreciate being on your podcast.
Thank you so
Right.
much.
All right.
All right.